Okay, I guess we'll go on to pinkwashing, which is your favorite.
My favorite subject, yes.
Well, maybe just first define pinkwashing for us, or your definition of pinkwashing.
Okay, pinkwashing is it was named, and people mean by it that Israel uses the more developed gay community and the gay rights in Israel to make it look that Israel is more pro-minorities. Now, the official statement of the Jerusalem Open House, that we oppose to any kind of pinkwashing. I would say also that I believe that you can't worry for one minority and ignore the other one. It's a very complex subject. For more, I don't even say it, for a more personal view, I would say that for my opinion, I would say that even if, because the gay community in Israel has more rights, that's good. But you can't compare the both, and because of it's harder for the Palestinian people, doesn't mean that we can have a more developed gay community. But then still I stand by what, and I agree with the Jerusalem Open House that we can't cover it up. We can't use one minority's rights to cover up the other one. You can say, yes, women has lots of rights, but Arabs don't get any. It's not true that Arabs don't have rights. We have inequalities in Israel. I can say that, but doesn't. Just wanted to cover that up. But you can't just use one minority's rights to cover the other ones.
Sorry, I don't want to try to see which ones without going into too personal.
You can try. You can try. You cut it up if you want to have anything. I have answers, but I have.
I'm just nervous. I don't want to.
No. You can ask anything. If it would be something that I wouldn't be able to answer, or I'll answer just vaguely or something, you can cut it out or something. And I can say even that I want to answer a question. But there are a lot of subject about a lot of stuff to say about the Palestinian and Arab gay community in Israel.
Well, I guess, we're more curious on how whether this pinkwashing idea is really known in the LGBT community in Israel, or if it affects the LGBT community, and if so, how does it affect the LGBT community?
Well, I think the pinkwashing is more, the people who talk about it mostly are the more socially active. On the mainstream of the community, you hardly hear about that. People don't care. It's more of a mainstream. If you even take the mainstream of the heterosexual community, a lot of them are not politically active. So you hear about it mostly from the more radical groups, from the more politically active people. I don't think it affects not in a direct way that you can see it on the LGBT community. It's more of a political issue than something that affects the community itself.
Okay.
Don't be nervous. Okay.
Well, I know that I'm accumulating my thoughts right now.
Ask anything.
Okay, well,
You want to read it from the paper?
Well, do you actually want to go there?
We can try. You can ask anything.
Okay, go for it. You can do that one. Okay, so.
Oh, now I'm nervous.
Okay, so there's a quote, and it says that gay rights do exist in Israel for some Israelis, but are not extended to Palestinians. And the question is, do you agree?
If I agree with that?
Yes.
First of all, Palestinians, I'm taking a really big risk with that. No, it's not exactly. But Palestinians, I want to divide something. You have Palestinian is some sort of an identity. It's not the word. Whatever the word I'm trying to find. Something that you identify with. It's not a passport, and it's not a. It's you have the Palestinian Authority, but Israeli Arabs can be Palestinians. Now, you have you have Arabs that are Palestinians. They live under the Palestinian Authority. They don't have an Israeli citizenship, so naturally they don't live. Well, that halfway. They don't live in Israel's authority. Technically, you can say that everything is under Israeli authority, but as for gay rights, for people who, for example, live in the Gaza Strip, that it's under the Palestinian Authority, they live under under the Hamas rule. Now, I know for a fact that Hamas, for example, they don't persecute by law. They don't persecute LGBTQ members of the community, but socially, it's less acceptable. They could be persecuted by the families, but not by the government. Now, I know that Arabs in Israel, Israeli Arabs that have the Israeli citizenship, they have the same rights. Of course, if people bend the rules, if people themselves bend the rules, then it happens. I think it happens towards any minority, but wow. Okay, no, it's okay. It's all the gymnastics here. So. Israeli Arabs get the same rights as LGBT, as many rights that we get as LGBT. They get the same rights, but if people are creating the discrimination, then it's not something official. But Palestinians, they don't live under Israeli law. They live under either martial law or the Palestinian Authority.
I'm just going to go straight to the question.
Go for it.
Do you think pinkwashing is happening in Israel? And what is your personal opinion on pinkwashing, and whether it's a reality, or whether it's more of an idea that's